two fish in a tank. One turns to the other and says, "How do you drive this thing?" Now, of course, this is a dangerous start, a dad joke right at the front. But what I want to do is prove to you that this isn't going to be one of the traditional rowing workout videos that you see all over YouTube, which are aimed at rowers. We want to be serious rowers and we want to get better at rowing. Because I know there's a whole bunch of people who just go to the gym, they see this machine sit in the corner and think, I know rowing's good for you, but I don't really know what to do and how to work the machine. So you know what, I'm just going to go on the treadmill instead. So I'm going to make a series of videos aimed for you folks. They're not going to be about being an incredible rower that can do an Olympic distance 2K row nice and quick. It's just going to be about getting you through a workout nice and safely. You're going to get a good old sweat on, heavy breathing and all that stuff. And you'll go, yeah, tick that box. I have done my rowing workout for today. Now, I am assuming that you are previewing this video first before being at the gym, okay? So hopefully just bear with me. And when you get to the gym, what I want you to do is load up this video on your phone, okay? And then if it doesn't have a holder on top of the monitor, if you're on a Concept 2, place it between the footrests, okay? And it'll balance there quite nicely. And then you can see me on screen. I'll be talking away to you. Hopefully you've got headphones on as well, and it'll all work out good. Because every now and then what I'm going to say is just look at me and match my stroke rate and things. So it's quite handy to have me on screen if possible. Of course, if you're listening to this on the podcast version, that was a complete waste of both of our lives, me saying those sentences. Right, so I am going to talk about this in terms of you rowing on a Concept 2, because this is what most gyms have. I know that there are things like skill rows and water rows in some gyms, but I'm afraid we are talking about this in Concept 2, so you'll have to kind of forgive a few of the setup things when I'm talking about it, but the actual rowing action itself is pretty much the same, okay? So the first thing to do in a Concept 2 is this lever in the front controls something called drag factor. It's incredibly complicated and ends up with a lot of people arguing. For the time being, what I want you to do is just set the lever somewhere below halfway, okay? It will depend, it'll give you a different feeling on different machines, but as long as you have it below halfway for the time being, you will be fine. Just don't set it all the way up at 10, because that can cause some problems with your rowing, and there's a chance you could cause a little bit of injury because it's such a heavy stroke, okay? But we will talk about this in future videos, and at one point I will stop for breath, but I'm trying to get through this intro as quick as possible. Next up is the foot straps, okay? You want to get them so that they cover pretty much the bottom lace of your shoe, okay? That's a good starting point. They kind of cover the balls of your feet, okay? So you don't want to have them go across the big meaty bony part quite high up in your feet. You don't want them to go across your toes. So that bottom lace, the horizontal lace on your shoe, is the great starting point, okay? In terms of flexibility to get into the front of the machine and to get back nice and comfortably, that you don't feel as though you're all stuck and kind of all grizzled up like Gollum or something, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start rowing. Like I said, this is only going to be a 5-minute session, just to get you used to having a little row. Maybe this is your first time on the machine. Maybe you're just like, you know what, one little taste tester, and we'll see what happens. Then you can either skip on to the next in the session of this series, or you can go and check out another workout, or you can just stick some music on and have a little row with what we're about to talk about in mind, okay? So here we go. Get to the front of the machine and pick up the handle. Okay, and what I want you to do is just think about having arms nice and straight first, and then as we start the stroke, I want you to push with your feet, okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to think about putting the force from our body via our feet. This isn't a pulling on the handle motion, which may be new news, but this isn't really about pulling the handle. You pull it at the back, of course, but you get the force in by pushing with your legs, okay? If you've ever done squats or deadlifts, it's kind of that thing. So here we go. We're going to push with our feet, and we're going to do this around about 20 strokes a minute, but just follow me on screen, or just find a stroke rate that you're comfortable with, but it makes sense to keep it nice and slow rather than really fast, all right? Don't worry, we're about to start. 3, 2, 1, go. So like I say, you come into the front and you push with your legs. That's all I want you to think about, is pushing with your legs. And you should feel that power going into the machine as you push. Okay, so it's a nice simple motion. And what happens is just naturally, it's almost like your body knows that you need to pull at the end. Okay, so you just push with the legs at the front, and you will finish with a pull into your chest. And this is it, this is rowing, okay? And there's lots of different technique quirks and things that we can talk about in order to perfect your stroke, but that's not really what we're here for. All we want to do is make sure that you are making the machine move that you can feel some power going into it. You can feel your heart rate rising. And you can start to feel you're having to breathe a little bit heavier as well. So the second thing I want you to think about, and this is all we're going to talk about technique-wise today, is as you are pushing with your legs, I want you to make sure that your arms are straight. Okay, so you don't pull early on the handle. You keep your arms straight as you push with your legs. And then again, we'll talk in a future video about further parts of the technique. But for the time being, you just push with the feet, arms straight, and then pull in at the back of the stroke. You'll be doing well. Okay, so in 2 more strokes time, we're going to just start rowing a little bit faster stroke rate wise. Okay, so follow me again. We'll go up to about 24. So, in order to get up to 24 strokes per minute, all you have to do is push a little bit harder with the legs and then just slide forwards a little bit quicker again. Right, take 2 more, 1 more. Right, slow it down to 20 again. And then remember, you can pick your own stroke rate here. You don't have to follow me if you're struggling to get the rhythm right. And all I want you to think about is faster and slower. So this is us at the slower stroke rate. Then after 2 more strokes, we'll go up to 24 or a faster stroke rate. Here we go. So just speed up and continue to think about the power coming from your legs. That's what's making the machine move, not an early pull with your arms. Okay, we'll just do 3 more here, 2 more, 1 more, and then we'll slow it back down again. And next, what I want you to do after this little 30-second slowdown is we're going to keep the same stroke rate, but I want you to push harder with your legs while keeping that slower stroke rate. So you have been pushing already, now I want you to push a lot harder. So here we go, 2, 1, so here we go, just push with the legs, push, then push, push. And all you're doing is getting your speed up, if you can see it on the monitor in front of you, just by pushing a lot harder. And then your drive speed will be quicker, but your recovery to the front will now be slower. 1 more. And then let's just keep this stroke rate nice and low for the last 30 seconds of this workout. Now, I don't know about you, but that 5 minutes absolutely flew by, to the point I'm thinking, did I miss something? Should I have said more? Last stroke here. And that is our 5-minute workout done. Now, like I said in the intro here, you of course don't have to stop there. If you want to, you can look at other workouts in my library and do another row along with them, or just put on some music, or just have a look around and just put in another couple of minutes rowing, just for as long as you want. But this time I want you to think about these 3 things that we learned today. I want you to think about the power coming from you pushing with your feet into the foot plates while holding your arms straight. So as you come into the front, arms are nice and straight, you push with the legs, keeping those arms straight, and it's only at the back that you pull in with your arms, okay? So if you look down and you find yourself bending your arms and like fighting the handle from the front, That's not the point, okay? So you let the power come from your legs, and then you finish at the back. And that's how your body gets a good leg workout and a good upper body workout. If you pull early from the front and you don't think about putting in power from your legs, you're only getting an upper body workout, and you're not getting that leg workout that you may have read about, okay? So this is the thing. With rowing, you may have heard, it'll give you such a fantastic workout, and it will, as long as you do it kind of right, okay? You don't have to be an Olympic rower, kind of right will do. And really that starts with pushing with your legs to get the power in and finishing with your arms. Very, very simple. So put on some music, do what you wish in terms of rowing, but just do think about, I said 3 things, didn't I? So what was the third? Oh yeah, sorry, there you go. You'll find that about me, is that I'll kind of go off on slight diversions. The third thing is about trying to keep some kind of consistency to what you're doing. So if you can just find a stroke rate, hopefully your monitor shows you how many strokes per minute that you are rowing, then just start and try and hold that for a period of time. It doesn't have to be 5 minutes straight at 20 strokes a minute. You can sit there and go, I'm just going to row at 26 strokes a minute for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to slow down to like 20, and then I'm going to go up to 28 for 30 seconds. Just try and get some kind of consistency, okay? So this is where you will develop a little bit of control over your body rather than it being very random. And this control thing is how everything folds together. That thought of pushing from your legs, pulling with your hands, that feeds into the control. And then stroke rate consistency, that helps with the control as well, okay? So it's not really about turning into a better rower, it's about doing the things that will keep you in a way on the machine that you will then be able to row for longer and longer and get a better workout. Because trust me, if you could spend even like a 10-15 minute workout on the rowing machine, is going to do you so much benefit, okay? The amount of fitness improvements you're going to get just from a 15-minute row versus doing 15 minutes on a cross trainer or something that is basically doing everything for you, it's really worth learning just how to use this a little bit. And it doesn't matter about performance. It doesn't matter. As long as you're getting a good workout, as long as you're out of breath, as long as you feel that your muscles have done some work, then it's worked. All right, so there you go. This has been quite a talky one in terms of beginning and out because it's the first one. And I wanted to say hello. I'm John. Hiya. In case you, I should have said this at the beginning, but in case you care, I've been rowing for, 10 years? Seriously, about 20 years if I included the years I played squash as well. I've won gold medals, I've got world records and stuff, and I have a row along channel which basically has a whole bunch of workouts where I do this but in a much more focused way towards people who do want to become better rowers. Okay, so this is why I'm the one that I've put myself in a position of, hi, I'm the one that's going to help you in the gym. But hopefully I will help you in the gym, and hopefully just the sound of my voice will end up like white noise and keep you company when you're rowing, and you'll be like, hey, I want to do a session tonight. I've only got like 10 minutes. What shall I do? That row along guy that can't stop talking, I'll row with him. That's all I can ask. And if it keeps you on the rowing machine for 10 minutes and you do it kind of right so you get a decent workout, then that's a good deal. We've done it. I've spent my time usefully. You've spent your time usefully. The world will be a better place. Well, you'll be a better rower. No, you don't care about rowing. You care about fitness. Got to stay on brand, eh? Thank you so much for watching this video. Look after yourselves. Let me know how you got on with this one in the comments below. And of course, if you have any feedback or suggestions, then they are very much welcomed. Have a great day. Goodbye.